Hey guys, today is October 3rd, 2022. My name is Jocelyn and welcome back to my channel. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about today is actually my favorite author, which is Brian Selznick. Now Brian Selznick wrote 3 books in this style so far. Maybe there's more coming out, I don't know. I hope so, I really do, because I love this style of book. So this one's called Hugo Cabret, or it's actually called The Invention of Hugo Cabret. And in this book, it is word style, but also picture style. So there's a lot of pictures to go along with text, and the text actually isn't that long when you get to them. This book is about a boy who lives in a train station who has a little toy mechanical doll, which sounds creepy, but it's really not. It's like an animatronic that's old that he's rebuilding, so he steals parts for it from a toy maker, and eventually the toy maker catches him and stuff, and you just see his story go along. And I really love this book. Along with The Invention of Hugo Cabret, he also wrote Wonderstruck. So Brian Selznick has written 3 of these books. The other one is The Marvels, and these are like really big, thick books, but they have mostly pictures, so it's really easy to read. So Wonderstruck is about a deaf girl who is venturing out to see her mom and wants to go see the city. And in the beginning, she makes like a whole paper town of just newspapers and is really impressive. Again, picture style, but also has, let me find them, words that again aren't always the longest. So it's really easy if you get distracted and you don't like reading all the time and you want pictures to go along with it. I love these styles of books. And then the third one is The Marvels, which is a different format because the whole first like half to about like right here where the page is trying to change, you can sort of see it. This is all pictures and this is all text. So it's about like 2/3 to 1/3 writing. And it's like it starts in a certain time zone and then it goes into the future more, but not really the future, it's just the future for the time zone it starts in. I think it starts in like the 1800s or 1900s. I can't remember, but it's about like plays, and it's a different read. So if you like different reads, I really suggest these books. They all have these little characters on the side, and I love that. They like look perfect in the spine and they go with the backs. Amazing. So aesthetically, I am in love with Brian Selznick's books. The next book is a book from Book Talk. Yeah, I know. I don't even have TikTok, but I know it's a Book Talk book, and it is We Were Liars. I took little notes and like analytics of like quotes I liked, so that's why there's tabs in it. But this is about a girl in the Sinclair family who is going back to her summer house and hanging with all of her cousins, and it's a really good book, and especially if you really like Book Talk, then this book is for you. The next books I'm going to be talking about are poem books by Rupkabar. I think I'm saying that wrong, but these are my 2 favorite books that she's wrote, Homebody and Milk and Honey. They are poem style, and they have some pictures to go along with them, but they're mostly about fighting body image, her getting over her own struggles, and there's just some really motivational things. So I've had like little notes again that I liked, and then I actually, in the books, wrote like sticky notes for like every single page basically, so they're like thicker at the bottom, which is kind of funny, but I really like her style of writing and her poem writing. And then another type of book that's poem based is Pillow Thoughts, which is one that, to be honest, I haven't actually finished yet, but I pick and pull sections of where I want to read because it has like different places to read. So it's like if you're missing someone, if you need encouragement, if you're soul searching, if you're heartbroken, if you're in love. So it has like different things you can read for the way you're feeling, which I really like that. And again, it's poem style. So if you like poem style books, or if you don't like poem style books, this is a good one to get you started on them. The next book or series, technically, it's a trilogy, is Renegades, which I'm actually rereading at the moment because I love it so much and I just want to relive the amount that I loved it and I want to reread it. So it's Renegades. It's about this girl Nova and this guy Adrian who have like a love-hate relationship basically, but Nova's a villain technically and Adrian's a superhero. They're basically like they fight each other and you learn about how their worlds cross, and then Nova eventually infiltrates the superheroes and becomes one of them to get on the inside and get insider information. So it's a really good like love story, action type packed thing, and it also has a lot of mystery to it, which I really like about it. And if you find that series or book interesting, there are 2 more to go along with it. Supernova and Arch Enemies, which are just following the storyline and keep you going and they keep you hooked, and I love them. I don't know, I just really love this series and I would recommend it to anyone. The next book I have is called Impulse. Now this one's a little bit darker because it's about mental health and depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and it's about these people in a mental hospital who are there for many, many days and they have to go through a lot of life struggling challenges. So I think this is a great book to read if you want to understand mental health a little more, and I think it is one worth reading. This is also poem style and it's told from 3, I don't remember if it's 3 or 4 perspectives. I think it's 3, but it's told from like 2 guys and 1 girl, so 3, yeah. And it's poem style and it's very short. I read it, my mom read it, and we both really liked it. So it looks long, but it's actually pretty short if you can tell. And each like poem section is by a different person, so it just like alternates between the people. Finally, I have my favorite book in the world, which is Suicide Notes. This book is also a heavy, dark book about somebody in the mental hospital dealing with their problems and just trying to figure out how to understand life. And I really, really love this book. I literally annotated it so that my parents would be able to read it and understand what I related to and what I was going through. So it's a good book if you want your parents to understand what you're going through, if you annotate it and say, this is the things I dealt with. So those are my book recommendations. I hope you liked it. I'm not really a reader, so I don't have that many recommendations. I read a lot of self-help books mostly, so it was kind of hard to find books that were like fiction and fun to read rather than learning about yourself and improving yourself. If you want me to do another one of these book recommendations, comment down below because I have a few more that I could recommend. I don't read them as much, but they're still good books. And also comment down below what other type of videos you'd like me to do. I just want to say thank you for watching and go check out my other videos if you haven't already, and make sure you like and subscribe.